Hello and welcome to another PFGCraft Buildcraft update today. Unfortunately, I don't actually have too much time and haven't had that much time for this week and for majority of the weekend due to my sister coming down from Australia, which also means that I've got a few more people in the house, and because I prefer to record when it's a bit more quiet or a bit quieter, I haven't really had much of that lately, and of course I've been getting more and more into revisioning exams, so it's getting harder and harder, so we are going to be seeing probably slightly smaller and shorter videos over, unfortunately it's going to be the next few months, really, couple of months until late June really, but we'll see how that goes anyway, because of course I will have some time every so often to do a video of this PFGCraft series, and there will be a bit of World of Tanks occasionally, because again that's quite easy to record. So anyway, you can see we've done quite a bit of updates from what we did have. I'm just going to show you some of it because some of it's not very easily noticeable unless you're particularly observant. Some of this probably looks almost the same, but trust me, there's quite a few differences here. So first of all, I just want to point out Joe's work on the wall, because originally we did just use one type of brick, which me and Alpha thought was kind of okay. We kind of thought, well, doesn't really matter, it's just a wall. But then Joe's come in here, replace a couple of blocks here and there. It does look nicer actually, because it just looks a bit more realistic in a way that they're not all going to be worn out bricks, I suppose. And then we have the village, which not much has happened, but Alpha Glitch Girl has built their house here. I'm not sure if it is her house or if this is just fitting in with the rest of the village, but it looks pretty nice. It's quite big as well, and from the looks of it, not quite finished because it's not quite decorated inside there. But anyway, moving on, we have got some other stuff to show you. So you can see the ship's been completely finished. You've got a path going down here of lampposts, glowstone lampposts, and you've got the bridge which was there, I think. And I'll just show you the ship because it's quite cool. And we've got Alpha's ship here, I think it is SS-80 Alpha, yep, that's it. And this is pretty cool as well. Obviously, all the players will be able to swim out to these and board them. Not sure what they're going to find, because this one is interesting. You've kind of got on here, if you go into the lower deck, there's quite an old cargo. Actually, maybe it's changed now. But there are some cows on here, which we'll see Joe has got rid of, unless it might be on Alpha ship actually that was carrying livestock, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's all cleared out. Okay, here we go. Here's Alpha's livestock, smuggling in cows to the city. Anyway, I do apologise for the fact that this won't be a particularly interesting episode at the same time, because I know it has been quite good, because we did one episode when it kind of interviewed each other, all of the builders, and that actually worked out quite well because we had a bit of interaction. But of course, because I don't really have a particular time I can sort that out right now, I've just had to do it myself. But anyway, you can see here they've got kind of a little dock splitter. Yeah, this is basically the port, and yeah, ships go down there, probably get run aground because it's so shallow, but there you go. And also this house here I forgot to point out actually. This is quite a good house. I think, yeah, Alpha made this one as well. Yep, that's his house. And he's got fish from the looks of it. Now one of the things we have been working on is that I personally been working on, because to be honest I haven't actually done that much. I mean, I kind of built a couple of bits in the village, and I kind of helped with the port down there, not too much though. And I think I did build a lighthouse somewhere, although that's kind of out to sea somewhere as well. But you can see I'm still getting this kind of chunk loading issue. I think it is just the fact that I just need to, I think it may just be the mods or something that I have on here. Probably need to do a fresh install, but hoping this should eventually render out. It's just taking a while. It's taking forever. Oh, there we go. Come on, just render this last chunk. And here we have it. So this is a dry dock, or it was essentially wasn't a dry dock because I actually built it in the sea, but it is now a dry dock. And as you can see, there's kind of a ship in the middle of being built. This is something I did actually make, although Joe did help with getting it to a dry dock type of thing. So this is effectively in the lore. We can't release too much yet, but it doesn't really have too much lore attached to it, as I said. But essentially this is just like a prototype that the building kind of military vessel is kind of what I was looking for, but I mean it's pretty basic. Obviously just like half a ship really, not finished, so that's okay. That took me a while as well. But that's pretty much the only big project I've actually done on the server so far. Now this server is now joinable. The only problem is because we can't actually control who's on, we probably will whitelist it once we give out the IP. It just depends. You'll have to like comment below and say if you want to get added, because I'm not quite sure if we will whitelist it yet. The only issue is that because this obviously is now on like a smaller server, any changes on here won't get rolled back pretty much. So if someone comes on here and thinks it's funny to burn down a lot of our work, we've essentially lost that. So I probably will be whitelisting it before I give out the IP. Anyway, I can't remember the IP because it's not a dedicated IP, but I will post the port in the description because, well, the IP in the description and the port, because you've got to have the port because it's a different port. But anyway, yeah, remember when you do try and connect, you need to add the port because it's not a default to 5565. And otherwise Minecraft will get a bit confused. But anyway, apart from that, thanks for watching guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's a bit dull really because it's just me and I'm not too interesting when I'm just flying around randomly. Not too much to do really, but there you go. Hope I show you some hotspots of what we're building and how it's coming along. So you can see it is going at a pretty fast pace. There's obviously, I mean, we have done a lot, but there is a lot we have to do because we've got multiple cities I think that we're planning to build. We've got to make like a fully fledged market where people can, all players can sell goods and buy goods, and then I'm hoping to set up some sort of like proper system, because I know before we had stuff like chess shop, but again how profitable that really is kind of debatable, because if we're making like building areas there's not going to be too much. So I'm hoping we can get some sort of auction plugin installed where people can have like an exchange where they say I'm selling 64 stone, and then you can buy it and then bid or something. I think there are plugins like it, but I didn't look too much into it. But anyway, thanks for watching guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and remember to like and subscribe. See you next time.